Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, November 14th. We just got to the studio, went out for breakfast with a friend, and I am feeling really good today. I think we're gonna try to have a short day in the studio. I don't know. Maybe not. There's this new plugin I want to check out, and these new kind of otherworldly samples I found from this one company, Minimal Audio, that I think could really take my secret project up a notch. So we are moving into Unit 7 of Level 5. Last quarter, if memory serves me correct, Unit 7 or 8 was actually harder than the mid-level unit. So I gotta just keep an eye out for that, make sure that things aren't getting too crazy. I got so much stuff on the go right now, I honestly need, like, someone to help me, well, manage it. Maybe I should actually start looking for a manager. Like, I got a lot going on, and they say that the time to start looking for a manager is when you literally can't manage everything you have going on. Anyways, got quite a bit to do today. I want to take a look at that sample company. Gotta get the vlog posted. And then, of course, coming right up is Sunday Fun Day. Sunday Fun Day is my vlog segment where I go over the work for the week at Icon Collective. Around here, we like to get ahead by starting our week on Sunday. Songwriting has been amazing this quarter. I'm learning a ton, and honestly, this is probably the most challenging thing that we've done so far, mostly because I never set out to learn anything about songwriting. That being said, this is giving me a huge appreciation for what singer-songwriters do, and I'm honestly hoping that this will lead me to singing on my own tracks. But anyways, look at me blabbing on already. Let's get into the next unit. All right, Unit 7, the power of brand lyric writing. Starting off Unit 7 with music business, the power of brand. In this lesson, we'll explore branding and cover these points: the meaning of a brand, the difference between a product and a brand, the importance of creating an emotional connection, leveraging your brand. Pushing forward, we get into songwriting classes, lyric writing 1 concepts. In this lesson, we'll start delving into the art of lyric writing, sources of lyrical inspiration, abstract versus literal interpretation / presentation of lyrics, stream of consciousness writing, and brainstorming. And then we end Unit 7, as usual, with a keys playing assignment. All right, looking not too bad for this week. I'm a little weary. Definitely last quarter, weeks 7 and 8 was actually harder than the midway checkpoints. I swear. The way that Icon has this course set up, like when you join, they literally ask you, are you willing to trust the process that we're about to bring you through? This is set up in such a way that just is really starting to make more and more sense as I get in to the final quarters at Icon. Talking about lyrics, talking about melody, talking about branding, my own personal brand, connecting with people, the art of flow classes. The way that this course is structured is just absolutely incredible. The anticipation of basically writing a complete song, instrumental, vocal melody, me singing on my own song. This is where it's all leading to, and I'm pretty sure, I'm just guessing, that this is going to be the final project for Level 5. There's been quite a few people coming out of Icon singing on their own tracks eventually, and it's just something that I got my sights set on right now. But anyways, I'm looking forward to Unit 7, and that'll be it for Sunday Fun Day today. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday? No, it's Monday, November 15th, and I think we're in the studio. Yeah, we are. We're here. Okay. Happy Monday, everybody. We're getting things going bright and early this morning. I really want to dive into the lessons right away. The music business songwriting classes just look amazing this week. I don't know about you, but today I'm feeling pretty freaking awesome. And I think this week is going to be super productive. I'm going to work on a ton of new music. I'm going to get those remixes. All the mixes are going to be done by the end of this week. I'm saying it right now. And we got a couple new remixes on the go right now that I'm really liking. We're waiting to hear back from 2 people about, well, one remix that's already pretty much done, and then another for a pop artist, and things are just starting to take off. Like, there's some momentum building right now, and I'm ready to just launch into the final month of this year, and 2022 is going to absolutely pop off. We're talking like many different things going on. Sample packs, remixing, new music. Like, 2022 is our year, baby. Woo! We're gonna get to work here on these classes. We'll talk to you soon. Good afternoon and welcome back to Mental Health Monday. So today I want to talk about something. I know I've covered it briefly before through some other stories, but something recently happened that kind of perplexed me in a way. So I wanted to touch back upon seeking opportunities. Once again, this is nothing against the specific person. This is just an awareness that I've had that I shared with a couple people, and something that I've been doing that has really worked for some of the big accomplishments that have happened and are happening in my music career so far. And so the assignment at Icon was basically we had to find 10 different record labels that we wanted to submit to. We also had to find an A&R name, contact information, preferably email, but also social media. And so this person reached out and basically said, what is the point of this? I don't get it. Why do we have to find someone specific from these labels? And so in my opinion, it goes beyond just having the contact information. In the music industry, much like I shared last week, it's all about making these small connections with other people. Like I said, it's an odd thing that if you're connected with somebody in the music industry, whether they're an A&R, whether they're management, whether they're whatever, chances are it's because you'd like to work with them. But in order to work with them, you need to make a personal connection, because otherwise, why would that person do anything for you? It's weird though, right? You need to set out to build this connection, but you also need to make friends with them, but you also want to work with them from a professional standpoint. And so for me, I've been at this for a little while. Looking outside the box, seeking as many opportunities as you possibly can is what this is all about for me. Maybe you could see what I'm getting at here with an assignment like this, but in general, the seeking of opportunities comes from intentionally creating a list like this. And so list of the top 10 labels that you see yourself releasing on right now, tracking down an A&R or somebody associated with the label that could possibly make things happen for you. Great, you have this information, now what? Well, now you got no excuses, you got a contact at that label, and now you could start working towards building a relationship with that person. And so specifically, I went on Twitter and literally found an A&R to one of the labels that this person wanted to release on. I said, listen, the point of this is now you can reach out to her. Follow her on social media. You already love the music of the label. You love the artists on there. Well, this is a person who's connected to those artists. And so, that's what social media is for. Start reaching out. You see something cool that they're doing, DM them. Wow, that's sick. I hope to play that festival one day. Maybe they're super proud of a release from one of the artists that they've been managing as well. You comment on it, say, this song is absolutely sick, right? And then slowly over time, maybe you start DMing, maybe you start chit-chatting, talking music, talking business. Above all else, and my motive of wanting to make this connection so I can get something to happen is I get to help this person. That is the motive that I lead with. I get to help this person. I've made a small connection. And whether that actually, selfishly goes somewhere doesn't really matter. Even if that connection, that whatever, doesn't work out with that person, you're already supporting a label you love. You're already supporting a person who works on that label with artists that you love. So it's a win-win. It might be a little disappointing that things didn't work out, but a lot of times in my life, things didn't work out the way that I foresaw them to. It turned out even better. It's funny, as long as we keep our motives and our expectations in check, life really does have a way of working out. So many different paths have led me to other people, experiences, situations in my life that in the end were a far better outcome than what I could have come up with. So that's the message that I wanted to get across today, and I hope that helps you on your journey. That'll be it for Mental Health Monday today. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, November 16th. We just got in from yoga. If you've been following the vlog, I've had some struggles with taking care of my physical health. The motivation to go to a gym or to intentionally lift weights or to run on a treadmill or even run outside, it does not appeal to me at all. So I kind of forced myself to sign up for classes and sign up for something that I would be paying for, and now I'm actually going. Using some reverse psychology on myself, and honestly, I'm feeling really good about that. Today, we got a little bit of our songwriting class to finish. This is all about lyrics, and we're trucking along. We're getting things done. It's our chill Tuesday, so probably won't say much more today. It's just a working day, you know, and I know there's other vlogs that'll like set up the camera and do a little time lapse of them working, but I don't know, I find those just boring. I'd rather just skip to the next important part of the day. I really like how the vlog's going personally. I know it can probably seem repetitive, but for me, it's just about documenting this process and keeping up with everything that we're doing at Icon. You know, it took me about 2 years from the time I first reached out to admissions at Icon to the time that I started. And had somebody documented their process like I have the whole way through, I would have watched all of those videos by the time I started. So that's kind of what I'm doing. But anyways, we got an eggnog latte, we got a cheddar scone waiting for us post yoga, and we're gonna get to work and eat our breakfast. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, November 17th, and today's gonna be a little interesting. My therapy session got canceled this afternoon, so it's gonna be a full studio day, which I am really looking forward to. Got a bunch of work I need to do for my mentor session coming up tomorrow. Basically, we're building on a business plan, a business model for my top secret project, including a pitch deck, so basically a presentation that anyone could read and they would understand what the project is about and what we need to do to get everything going. It's a great way to get investors. It's a great way to let other collaborators know what the project is about. Just a super, super handy thing to have. So we definitely got to work on that today. Yeah, we finished up all the lessons. More about that later as usual. I'm feeling pretty good this week. Yesterday, I finished one of my classic remixes, done the mix down. I think I only have 2 or 3 more to go. I'm feeling good about that. It's taken me quite a bit longer than I initially thought it would, but you know what? That's okay. It's not like it's because I've been doing nothing, literally because I've been working really hard on many different things. Can't really beat myself up for that, you know? But yeah, stay tuned. Big Wednesday vlog segment coming right up. We're gonna get to work. Good afternoon and welcome back to the Wednesday midweek check-in. How am I feeling this week? You know what? I'm feeling actually pretty energetic. Therapy did get canceled today, so that's good, I guess. I don't know. I could be getting a little more sleep though, but honestly, I'm feeling good. Okay, let's go over the work for the week that we have at Icon, starting with music business, and this is all about branding. Essentially, what these classes talked about is the power of branding, the emotional impact on people that brands have. Whether you're an artist, whether you're a company that sells something, it all kind of comes back to the experience of the fans and the emotional connection that they develop with you or with that company. Some pretty insightful information there, nothing really new, but it's just wording it in a way that makes sense from the perspective of, well, we're running our own company, we are a brand as an artist, and the fact that, well, in today's modern music industry, the artist just isn't about the music anymore. It's about something greater. People want to be part of a big community. People want connection. It's not just about the music. And so as a brand, how do we get people to pay attention to us specifically and make that connection with them? So, really big class this week. We finally moved into the lyric writing portion of the songwriting course. Basically, they talked about the different ways to interpret lyrics, the different ways to deliver that when you're writing lyrics, and then they went over examples of different songs and what the lyrics mean and basically what the artist was trying to portray, whether it's super ambiguous or really clear, or the feeling and intent behind it was obvious, or you had to kind of envision it and figure it out yourself. There are no rights or wrongs with this, it just depends on what message you want to get out into the world. The biggest part about this is that this is a vulnerable process. This is sharing bits and pieces of your life, stories you're pulling inspiration from. We want to make the biggest emotional impact that we can with our fans. And then as usual, as I always say, keys playing assignment. This time we're playing the song Creep. I'm sure you've heard of this one. It's a huge rock band song too, I'm pretty sure. It's not an overly complicated song. There's just a few transitions in it that were really difficult. But I mean, thankfully, we've learned our lesson from leaving our keys assignments to the very end of the week, and we already did it. We got 99%, which we should have 100. Literally, it didn't say there was any mistakes. but for some reason I only got 99.17%. I think I managed to do it perfectly at least 2 more times, and it still gave me 99%, so I mean, whatever. I'm moving on. The best part about these keys playing assignments is just the repetitive nature of being forced to use the keyboard on a weekly basis. The muscle memory that I'm building in my fingers and my brain, like, you cannot beat that experience of playing. Alright, moving on to the homework this week. Music business homework was we had to compare a regular brand with an artist as a brand. And so they basically asked us 5 different questions, you know, what makes this brand and or artist unique? What do they stand for? What does the brand or artist represent as a whole? And just, yeah, the overall perception of what that brand or artist is. And then the songwriting homework, it's pretty straightforward. They give us a list of tracks to choose from, and we need to basically analyze what the singer-songwriter is saying. We need to go through it and find the deeper meaning behind what the artist is talking about. Is the artist using similes or metaphors? How are they comparing things? How are they kind of painting the picture? And then the second thing is another stream of consciousness writing, but this is from a songwriting perspective. And basically this is a unique tool where you just write everything that's in your brain. And the goal is to not stop your pen for 5 minutes, say. And then you go through the list and you see, are there any words that jump out at you? Is there any sort of common theme with what you've written? And then basically you circle those words, and it's a great way to start brainstorming what to write. And sometimes that kind of unconscious mind kind of pops up when you're just letting things flow. And from that mindset, you can create some really vulnerable, intuitive work. Pretty good week so far. I'm really enjoying what I'm learning right now. I hope that gives you some insight into exactly what we're doing at Icon for Unit 7 of Level 5. All right, that'll be it for the Wednesday midweek check-in today.